I kept going. Sorry.
It was good. It was brilliant.
I mean, okay.
Got caught up.
So we were laughing earlier today because we laugh a lot, and we found that
We did.
We were talking about built in the USA because that's like a big thing. We were talking about Martin guitars for a while too,
Yes.
and we're not gonna do a whole video on them, but like they've had some production issues,
They have.
and we might do a video on it. We haven't decided yet, but thumbs up that they're still building like great pieces, hand built in America, pretty much everything, and like by dudes in America and chicks in America, and they're taking their time. They're way backed up, but the stuff is good.
And we would rather it be backed up than for them to just rush out poor quality guitar,
Right.
guitars with QC issues. So.
But that's a side note. So that was just a thought that got us thinking, like, well, I got this other guitar coming in that's like, USA built, like, Gibson, Fender, PRS, whatever.
Or is it?
This isn't that
Maybe.
nefarious. I mean, it is, but like, is everything in that guitar built in America? In some cases, yes. Some cases no. And like we get in the amplifier world,
Right. Different.
definitely no. A lot of these components, sometimes most to all of them, are built elsewhere.
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else. I mean, some of our favorite brands, like Supro.
Yeah.
You've played Supros for a long time. Like we got a Royal Reverb sitting right back there. There's a Titan in the other room that we just play and love on. It's like our personal amps and things. The relaunch of that, they did a great relaunch of it, and then they recently sold out to D'Angelico.
It's true.
But they, it's assembled in the USA.
Yes.
The parts are not built in the USA.
I was gonna say different than made in the USA.
Correct, but
Kind of.
it's sort of pitched and marketed in a different way, and that's a lot of companies do that, and that's
Sure.
I mean, and that's okay. It's marketing. We get it. Like we market things too. Like we market that we know about things. We don't actually have,
Experts.
don't ever think
Right
that
here.
we do.
And we're both grown in the USA, so there you go.
I think we're both grown men that work
Sort
at a
of.
toy store.
Basically, yeah.
It's I was laughing with that friend the other. Yeah, it's like guitar shops are giant toy stores for grown humans. It's ridiculous. We're pathetic. But anyway, it's there's a lot more to it. There's a lot of these pieces are like now. It's different when you have like basic components like a transistor or something.
Sure.
Fine, but the entire structure of this thing is manufactured overseas, and then just the final assembly. Does that make it a USA built product?
No.
I mean, but it does though. If
It does.
if it's stamped assembled in the USA, right?
I guess for me, it breaks down. Like, is that a marketing scheme, or are you literally just slapping some screws in there, done, okay, we assembled it here? Or is it that, okay, these parts are built, I'm going to put the whole thing together, but as I'm doing it, I'm sort of combing through it and making sure everything is quality and it's done well and up to these standards?
And I'll throw this curveball out. Does it matter?
Ooh.
Does it matter at all to you? I mean, does it matter at all?
Only if I'm paying more because of it.
You might be paying more for the assembly cost. That if it's built in like this padding of a profit for that.
I don't mind paying more because we paid people at a specific place to do it. I'm just saying, like, if it's only the marketing, the snake oil, like, oh, it's made in the USA. You know what I mean? Let's add another $400. Screw that. Yeah.
I like to think of you like buying snake oil from like a little caravan.
I mean, if it's real snake oil.
From a traveling caravan. I think of that. I always think of Snatch, like in Brad Pitt's character when I think of that. Like,
right.
Be like, oh, like the gypsies or something like that. No, I think of the caravan people and I remember being in Ireland some too. The people like, oh, there's the caravan folks there talking like one. I was like, oh, it's weird. It's a real thing.
I like to think of Aunt B.
Aunt B.
In the Andy Griffith Show. God. That guy comes to town. He's selling them all the tonic. Aunt B gets all,
Forgot about that. I've seen that.
Of course you have.
I've seen that episode.
How could you not?
Well, because that Mayberry is down the street from us in Goodell, North Carolina. So like that's a real place.
I go there quite often.
The cop car is parked out front.
You can do a tour in the cop car.
It's pretty amazing. You can also do a tour in a cop car like I've done when you get arrested for nefarious things. I always told my parents I was just taking a trip down Mayberry Lane.
No big deal.
Can you come get me, Mom and Dad? I was a troubled youth, but that's different. I'm a grown human now, and I work at a guitar store.
There you go.
It really worked out well for me. Anyway, back to now. This goes differently with amps. If you're talking about those individual components, and then you got a point-to-point hand-wired amplifier.
Sure.
Because that's most likely going to have to be done here.
Right.
Now, circuit board does not have to be done here. That can be whoop, dipped, sent.
And it's not necessarily better here.
No, it's
In fact, I don't know that it matters at all.
for a circuit board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And I mean, there's a lot of, we talked about this before, there's a lot of sort of hybrid amps where like part of it is on circuit board, part of it is hand soldered, like maybe to the tube sockets or something. So you're going to get assembled in the USA, I guess, right?
I mean, that's a whole other conversation and a whole other video. It's like hand wired or non-hand wired, doesn't matter. And like we could, like, that rabbit hole could go on forever. Yeah. But we're not going to do that because we don't have time for it today.
We've done it before.
Yeah. We did, didn't we?
We did. I did a whole long.
Did you do it without me?
Ridiculous. I did.
Oh, that's sad. I don't remember talking about this.
I was like, go over there. We'll talk about
I think I was asleep behind the camera, like playing Plants vs. Zombies or something.
It's just me.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
That's why no one's watched it.
I don't watch your videos.
7 views.
I hate your videos.
What are you gonna do?
You should, if you haven't checked out Jonathan's channel, though, you should check it out. It's actually quite good. I was kidding.
It's there.
It's not just there. It's cool. Like, you have some good ones where you're demoing some cool guitars and doing some cool licks, and it's fun. And I go in there and comment and say mean things just because I enjoy that.
It's true. If you see a strange name and it's a mean comment, it's probably Baxter.
It's like Saucy Pants 308.
Yeah.
I'm like, you stink, and I hate your stuff. You think you're so good, and you're like, I never said I was good. Like, you think that your wife is great, and your kids are nice.
I've met you. I know.
I know you. I'm angry for some reason because you're nice.
It happens.
No, so it's if you really want to deep dive into all these things, like, your guitars, your amps, and your pedals are a big one too, because a lot of that stuff can get built way over there and then just assembled here. But a lot of the cool ones are being built right here though, in the US of A. So just do your homework if you're curious, because it's all out there. It's all sourced. It's all sourceable.
It's all findable. Sourceable. You can figure it out.
I promise not to do this. I just gotta have one quick little movie diversion because we're pretty much wrapping up the video. But I went and saw, just if you have kids out there, the Paw Patrol movie. It's
Paw Patrol. Was it the same song?
Oh yeah,
but be there on the double.
Yeah. Whenever you're in trouble, round adventure. I know all the words to everything. Like
that crazy kid, billionaire, and his dogs, his trained dogs.
But the movie's really fun and enjoyable. I took my 3 sons, and it was like great. It's like when I go to the movies with my kids, which is not very often. We haven't been since like COVID. And we only go on Tuesdays because it's Tightwad Tuesdays, so everything's half price. That's how thrifty. We're not cheap, we're thrifty. But it was really fun. It was cute to watch my kids' faces like just light up. And I swear at the end of the movie, I don't know if there was a plot, but it doesn't matter. It just.
I mean, like Chicoletta does something.
Chicoletta had like barely anything in there.
What?
Mayor Humdinger was a big role though, which was tight because I love
the kittens.
Yeah, the kittens were in there. Okay. They didn't do that much. It was
a lot about Paw
There
Patrol.
is a new dog though, Liberty.
Whoa!
It's a new member of the Paw Patrol, pretty much.
Well, there you go.
It's a city dog.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. I mean, you don't know. I mean, Liberty. One of the Paw Patrol does not make it through the movie though. Tragic ending. You're losing your mind. Like what? Which one goes? It's like Walking Dead when they're going through like which one's going to go.
It's just like that same level of intensity.
You don't know which one it is. I think in that show too, they didn't tell who it was going to be. No. The actors didn't know, so they're like, "Oh my god,
oh god, oh god,
they can't kill him. He's actually really cool, but he wants to do other movies."
Not Rubble. Yeah, no.
Oh god, no, it breaks my heart still to think about that. Anyway, but so yeah, overseas,
American. Bottom line, if it sounds good, it is good.
I mean, yeah, and that's sort of where I go. Like, I mean, I do like a USA built product.
I think that's cool.
It's kind of neat. I like a UK built thing too. I like Irish built things, which are UK if it's northern. But
I even like a nice Gretsch built in Japan.
Well, because Derek and I were laughing about, we were talking about like, what about acoustic guitars? What about electric guitars? And the wood is sourced somewhere else. What if the wood's not American?
No.
I'm like, or what if I bought a loud Irish guitar and the mahogany is from America, or a tropical mahogany, or it's a Indian rosewood? Because Martin builds a guitar with Indian rosewood all the time. That's not American.
Who cares?
So the piece of the product is not. That's the same as a
it's
transformer.
It's the craftsmanship.
So yeah, it's just
doesn't matter where. Yeah.
It's and the cabinets on an amp, going back to that, that's a big deal too.
Ooh.
That is a big deal because like most of these old cabinets, like on the vintage Fenders and stuff, a lot of them aren't that good.
That's kind of what makes them have, the cabinet doesn't color anything because they're not very resonant unless you got a nice tweed basement with the nice little solid pine and the finger jointed corners.
Some of them are falling apart.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah, that's the part of it. But anyway, let us know your thoughts. If you find this interesting and and how to navigate this strange world of what's actually built here.
Again, do you care? Or is it becoming less important? Is it becoming more important? I'm sure we have thoughts on that, but we'll leave it to you guys in the comments. Hit like and subscribe if you have not already. Click the bell so you don't miss videos in the future. We'll see you guys next time.
Ciao.